This is episode 49 of Live Day Trading. Let's get into it. What's up everybody, Michael Silva here. Welcome to another episode of Live Day Trading. This is the series where I take you into the computer and trade live on the Webull desktop software. If this is your first time here,
high five.
If you've been here before, make sure to
smash that like button one time for me.
In today's episode, I trade ticker symbol ZM once again. I think this is now the fourth day in a row. Fortunately for me, it keeps presenting itself opportunities. I am looking at other stocks. However, this one has just been consistent with giving me profits, so I've been
trying to take as many profits as I could, I guess.
The pattern that I traded was a descending triangle, and I did my best to walk through what it's like to trade a descending triangle in bullish context. I also added a new element into my trading screen that I share with you. I added the unrealized P&L so you can see the profit and loss kind of move up and down, and you can see how many shares that I'm actually in the position for. Somebody mentioned on the comments if I can add that in, so that's for you, and I'm going to continue to do that because I actually do like having that. So if you guys have any other feedback or comments, questions, concerns, emotional outbreaks, leave them down below because I do appreciate the feedback. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into today's show and see how it played out. Shabba-doo boom ba. Good morning. I'm at ticker symbol ZM again for like the third day of trading in a row. I'm looking for other tickers to trade, but this has just been a good one for me. This is what we're looking at today. I'm on the 5-minute time frame. Had this big move up. It's up 4% as we speak. Came as high as 132, and what I've been seeing is it has been building this kind of downwards trend, like right here. Okay. Now, I'm not in the position yet, but this to me, it's a descending triangle, and it is basically what I mean by that is it gapped way up and then it's putting in lower highs, so it's working its way down. So the way to think about this is the bears are getting stronger and stronger. They're knocking the bulls back down lower and lower. Now that doesn't mean they're going to win, but in these type of setups, what you want to look for is an area of support that if it does break, you can see it flush down, and that area of support right here on this big round number 129, this candle bounced from it. It's just a overall pretty interesting number. These ones down here is 128.31, and then we have a 128.57. So it could even be lower, 128.50 perhaps, but I like this. I like this right here at 129. So the candle that just formed there was a hammer candle, so you never know. That could be the pullback or consolidation, and we might see a break to the upside. But I'm thinking, hey, if it breaks through this 129 level, we can catch a flush to the downside. So I can literally short it right around here and then catch it on the move down. It's hard to say if it'll bounce from here and move up, so forth. I mean, the overall bullish context somewhat, but then if you look at the MACD, it's kind of curling over. So I think that what I'll do is I'll short into it pretty much right around now. I'll put a stop loss basically right above this area. It's previous high right around here, so 131.55, let's say, and then hope for a move down to the downside. I'd like to see it flush below this and then have a tighter stop loss. It'd be a better risk versus reward, but let me just wait it out a little bit here and just see what's going to be happening, and I'll be back as soon as I enter into the trade. Okay, so I got into a position. I decided to go into it right now. 128.82. Wait, where am I at? Average price 129.82. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Here we go. So I entered in right here at the green line. I'm looking for a breakdown to the red, and I'll probably be taking profits around this yellow line. Let's see here how this one plays out. I have a stop loss pretty much just right above it, just right at 130.69. So I'm ready to stop myself out if that's the case. But overall, I like this. I should probably maybe potentially give it more room to breathe, but if it breaks this area, the 130 whatever that I said for my stop loss, the 130.69, I know that it's going to be coming up this way anyway. So let's just see here how this goes. I'm going to actually buy back 100 shares right now. Good little profit. Take some risk off the table. I am now only short 50 shares. Started with 200 shares short. It broke that level, seeing it start to move to the downside. MACD's curling over. This is overall a pretty dang good setup. So let's see here. I'll probably be getting out of the position right around this yellow line here. Okay, so now it's not a question of, you know, if I'm going to make money on this trade. It is a question of how much money I can make on this trade. So what I'm doing now is I'm just setting up this stop loss. It'll be 130.55. It's going to be this white line here, and as the candles form, I'm going to be moving them down. So for example, or moving the stop loss down. So what I mean by that is once the full candles form on the 5-minute time frame, whatever the high of that candle was, I move the stop loss there. So for example, if the high of the stop loss is actually right here, I'm actually let these 50 shares play out. I was going to take full profits here. Maybe I'll take another 10 shares off the table. Let me do that actually right now. Make sure that I capture some profits, you know? Capture them profits. Oh shoot, I have an order set up actually. Oh no, cancel. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. It got canceled. I actually put a buy order in here, basically to get out of the position. But I don't plan on. I didn't want to get out of the entire position. I changed my mind on that. So I did buy back 10 shares. So now I'm short 40. Back to what I was saying was I will be moving the white line. So if the top of this candle is right here, what I do is I'll just move the stop loss right above it. Okay. Once it's finished forming. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that. And now it's not a question, like I said, about how much money I'm going to make, or how much, if I can make money. It's a question about what I can make. And if I'm looking at the SPY chart right now, matching up with Zoom video, I like to keep an eye on the SPY. Oh, I literally didn't even mean to make that rhyme. That was pretty rad. Yeah. But it just broke through the 200 SMA on the 5-minute time frame, which is very good right now for this setup too. Because the market tends to kind of move and ebb and flow with the SPY. So we'll see here if that keeps up. Okay, so now my new stop loss, I'm moving it down because that candle formed. I'm going to do 129.61. So I am fully in the green with all my shares if I get stopped out. Like I said, 40 shares short as we speak. MACD just crossed over. That's very bearish. It is not below 1, so you know it'd be better if it was negative for me, but you know, take what I can get. So far on this strategy with the stop loss on 0 for 3, for it actually moving to make lower highs when I enter in, like right now, it hasn't stopped me out yet, but like look at it, it's moving up past the previous high of this candle. Sometimes though, when it goes, you can see these candles just make new lower highs for such a long time. I would like to see that now, but I just haven't caught any break on that yet. This looks like it's rubber banding, so we might see a pullback here at this 8 SMA, or I'll just get stopped out and be done with the trade. It's not over yet. He didn't spill his water. He didn't spill his water. What movie is that from? If you guys know what movie that's from, you get me. And it's not water, he says beer. It's a hint. Okay. Should be stopped out right there. Oh, that's so annoying. Gosh, I can't catch a break on that stuff. Sometimes, man, it just keeps dropping, but lately for me, it just picks right back up. Sucks because watch, it's gonna just drop back all the way down. It always plays with my head. It's the most emotional game ever. See, it stopped me out within, that wick literally is 129.71, and I had a stop loss at 129.69. So cool. So cool. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna call it quits for the day. $155 profit. I think that was a pretty good setup. Hope you guys learned a little bit something about a descending triangle in overall bullish context. That's the key term, right? We always got to look at the context of the chart before trading. All right, with that said, y'all have a good day. Hope you're trading well, and I will talk to you later. Shabba-dabba-dabba.